plant community, thanks for tuning in to this channel. My name is Pam, and today you guys, I'm going to be sharing with you 6 plants that's been pulling at my heartstrings for the month of May. These plants have been pulling on my heartstring, as I mentioned, because they hold some form of a sentimental value to me, or some form of and I just want to share with you guys. So yeah, I'm super excited to talk about these babies, and let's just get right into it. Now, before I show you guys my first plants, if you have not done so, please remember to hit that subscribe button, and you guys keep pushing those thumbs up. Thank you so much in advance. But let me go ahead into the plants, because that's why we came here, right? So 2 plants that I'm about to show you, I am putting on this list and showing with you guys for just the simple reason of patience, some form of resilience, and it's been a long time coming when it comes to these plants. Now, for some of you who've been with me through the very beginning of my journey, you guys watched me do some Ecuagenera unboxings as well as some updates a few years ago now, a couple of years ago now, and some plants did not make it, some plants did. And so today, in this series or this episode, you guys, I'm paying homage to 2 of the plants. Now, I believe I had did an unboxing Ecuagenera, probably got like 6 plants. 50% of the plants are deceased, and the other half are alive. And 2 of them is what we're going to talk about today. Now, the third one, you guys, I didn't want to bring on here because I've talked about this plant a lot, and I did an individual care video for that plant as well, and that's my Philodendron gloriosum. So one of my pride true babies, but nonetheless, I just wanted to talk about this. Now, this plant I'm about to show you guys, I have been talking to you quite often about this plant because y'all know the struggle is real, and sometimes the struggle with these plants are even realer. And this plant, if nothing else, showed me the true meaning of patience and just let them do what they're gonna do. And this is the Anthurium pallidiflorum, you guys. And I know I don't know, I feel like I'm talking more about this plant than I ever did before. But if y'all was there, y'all already know why I'm talking about this plant. But it's finally, guys, look at this leaf. And it hasn't hardened off yet. This is the latest leaf. I think this leaf was the one before. So I think finally, guys, 3 years of waiting, 3 years of coaching, 3 years of caressing, it's finally paying off, you guys. This plant was completely bald. If y'all remember, I lost all the leaves, and I was getting little leaves here and there, and then they was crisping up, and you know, I was, so many times I was close to chucking this thing, and so many times I was close to like saying, screw you, I'm just going to go ahead and buy another one and all that. But I said, nope, there's a lesson to be learned in everything that we do, right? And this is the lesson of patience. And finally, it's finally paying off. I'm really hoping that I can get those beautiful, long, luscious leaves that I be seeing certain people have on social media that be showing this particular plant, because that's the reason why I wanted to get it so. And now that I do, I'm so glad. I hope I can have it grown as long as me. That would just be the ultimate goal, and I would feel truly the proud plant parent that I believe that I can be. So yeah, this one right here. My next one, you guys, is another plant from when I did the unboxing that really did a comeback for me. Y'all may have recently, not too long ago, seen this when I did my sunroom tour, but I still felt like I needed to talk about this plant a little bit more in depth and individually, and I chose this plant for the same reason, because I was about to give up on this plant. I was about to chuck it, and actually it was doing bad last year. This time it was doing real bad, y'all. And I was this close to just dumping the whole thing in the trash and just be done with it. I really was. But what I did, I said, you know what, plant? I'm going to give you one last shot to show me what you're made of. And I put this sucker outside, and I'm so glad I did, because she or he have not stopped growing since. And this is my Philodendron, what are you? Plowmanii. And guys, a couple of, I don't really like that. I kind of leave them alone. A couple of ants on the back. But anyway, guys, this plant came a long way. When I tell you, I'm telling you, she came a long way. She had, all of this is new plant, you might as well say. And it was one long vine. I kind of cut it in two because I cut it. I have one going this way and one crawling the opposite way. So hopefully it will fill up this pot. Now I know I got some like little hole damage right here. But some of the leaves, guys, look at that. The leaves are beautiful, and that was the reason why I wanted this plant to begin with. It's finally trying to size up for me, which even if it was this size, honestly, you guys, I wouldn't even care. The fact that I'm even able to grow it and that it is growing is miraculous in itself. It actually has, and I'm looking at it now, I don't think I'll be able to show you guys, two new growth points. One being, can you see that right here? That's another new growth point. But this plant has taken off. It's completely bald when I put it outside. I think it was down to one last leaf that was yellowing, which is no longer with us. I put it outside and then all of a sudden, like boom, it just exploded. And I just saw one leaf and I saw another leaf. And before it was time for me to bring this plant back inside for the winter, I think I had 3 leaves. And for some reason, in this environment, in this room, it's just been pretty much growing nonstop. So I'm super excited. Hopefully she'll continue the momentum. I did not put her outside this year. Not sure if I want to. I'm so scared to change it up. Even though I know putting her outside is what caused her to grow to begin with. I just haven't decided yet. And if I do put her outside, I may put her outside around the same time that I did last year, because she was not one of the first plants that I put outside with my outside first time growing. I decided to put her out almost towards the end of the growing season when the sun was kind of like dying down a bit as far as intensity. So I don't really want to do it yet in the beginning. I'm really trying to make sure her root system is strong, healthy, and that she develops a lot more leaves before I even take the chance, because baby, we done came a long way and I'm so proud of her, but I had to share it with you guys. Now, my next one is actually made it on here because this was just a plant that I kind of destroyed a little bit. And it's just, this is a small specimen, but this is the mistletoe cactus, Rhipsalis. And I'm proud of this plant. I have the mother plant. Let me show y'all. She's right here. Let's see if I can. So this is the mother plant. Now, the mother plant, for some reason, I've been having some issues with her. I finally decided to just bring her in here. When I first brought her, she was way fuller than this, you guys, but I was having some problems. I had her hanging actually near a window, and I thought at the time, it gave me the impression that the light was a little bit too intense for her. Took her inside my home, had her hanging in my bedroom. She was doing well until when she wasn't doing well. And so now she's back in here again, with some keep hope alive, right? And this time I don't have her pushed up against the window. She's at least 8 feet away from this window, so I'm thinking she's going to get enough bright light. But I'm also learning the water habits. But anywho, I don't know what I was doing with the mother plant, but I think either it fell out or I knocked it out by mistake, you guys. This right here. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to put it back into that pot. I just went on and I put it in here. And I didn't think much of it. And she is actually sitting on one of my clear trays that's suctioned to the window. And she wasn't doing any growing or anything like that, which was fine. I was just hoping that she would even establish roots. So I'm super duper proud to say, okay, not only has she established some roots, but now, because we are in the growing season, I'm seeing new growth here, which is right here. And if you look closely, I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up, but you can kind of tell the new growth is what you see that's really fuzzy and white. So these tips right here is also new growth, and she's pretty Yeah, she's pretty well rooted in here, and I really didn't think that that was going to happen. Honestly, I thought it was going to die over because I wasn't doing so well with the mother plant, but this goes to show how resilient plants are and how we should not underestimate them under any circumstances until they decide that they want to be underestimated or whatever the case is, until they prove our theories correct. But she is really showing off almost to the point where I'm tempted to kind of like maybe cut her right here and take this piece and just put it right here so I can just get a full pot. But I'm going to probably be patient and just wait it out. And if I do decide to propagate her, I may wait until actually the next growing season. Sometimes I realize about myself, I can do things too fast, too soon, thinking that I'm going to actually help the plant, but my actions sometimes can hurt the plant, if that makes sense. So I don't want to do that. So she's definitely taught me some form of patience. Now, my next plant, you already know why I'm doing this. And those of you that know me well, you know. A Hoya. You know it's a Hoya. Pam cannot go through an episode without a Hoya, and if she does, it's a very monumental moment. But anyway, I felt like I needed to talk about this Hoya because, one, it's a slow grower, I would say, for me. Let me just show y'all and then I'll talk. It's my Hoya callistiflora. Guys, I've had this plant for about 1.5 years. It's been on my wish list for some time. And for obvious reasons, I cannot get over the color of this green leaf. The foliage is just S tier. But the veination, the dark veination in the leaves is just stellar, in my personal opinion. I have it in this pot. I think her home is cute. Check it out. Her home is cute. Look at that. I really like the design I did with this pot. But anyway, her home is cute. She's looking sexy. She's growing nicely. She's just a slow grower. But what really made me decide to go ahead and choose her, or what's really pulling at my heartstrings, is this year, right now, she has 4 beginning blooms. And I think she bloomed, well, let me take it back. She kind of started to bloom like last year. She did 1 peduncle. She did like a little bloom, but it blasted off. It didn't open up. So I don't think I could really appreciate it for what it is. So I'm thinking that with 4 blooms, I'm hoping at least one of them will be successful enough where I'll actually get to enjoy it. But these are the beginning stages. Y'all see this right here? Really pretty. And I just noticed that, honestly, you guys, when I picked it up to bring her over here to the table, because I had only saw 3 initially. So this one right here, you know, some blooms, Hoya blooms, their clusters before they even open up look really pretty. So it's like a very deep, I don't know, like dark purple if the camera is picking it up. And then I have 2 actually down here as well. Can y'all see that? This one right here. And then we have another one right here. And I'm just super duper excited. She still looks cute. I think she's giving me these leaves right here. So I'm not mad at her at all. You know, when she hoops around here, you guys, she will definitely be a stunner. I mean, she's already a stunner now. She's healthy, you know. So I think, you know, we always looking at fast growth and big, large leaves. But I think, for me, my mindset needs to change a little bit. Just appreciate the fact that the plant is healthy, right? And I do appreciate the fact that she is healthy. She hasn't given me any problems since I've had her. Not one problem at all. Hopefully, knock on wood, I hope it stays the same. And she's been very easygoing. She's up here, sitting all the way up here on my little Hoya shelf here. And she's been loving life, and I am not mad at her. She's looking good. And if she does open up these blooms, you guys, those of you who follow me on Instagram, I will definitely take a picture of it and probably post it there so you guys can see. But yeah, I love her to death. Now, my next plant, you guys, I honestly do not talk enough or speak enough about this plant. I don't know why. I don't know why. But let me just show with you what it is. This is my silver sword, Philodendron. And this child right here is actually a child plant from the mother plant that I have that I no longer have. So, if y'all been with me for a minute, you know I had a huge specimen of this plant. I mean, the leaves were absolutely huge. The reach of the leaves were very long, and it took up a lot of space to the point where I said, you know what, Pam, it's time to chop it. So I chopped it up. I mean, I really chopped it up. And I believe I left this stem here, maybe the mother portion. I can't remember if it was or not. And I've made several propagations, you guys. Some died, some made it. I think I kept this one, or whatever the case was. I gave some to friends and yada, yada, yada. And so now I'm down to a more manageable size plant, and I'm not mad at her, but I love her so because of the shape of the leaves. And that beautiful silver, oh man, it is gorgeous, you guys. So, and she is growing. She's not giving me those big leaves like the plant initially was. But again, I don't mind it because the leaf span as well as the width and size of the leaf was just too big to accommodate in my space. So I'm satisfied with this. And because I don't talk about her much and she doesn't really give me any issues, I just wanted to like shine the spotlight on her a little bit and give her a little bit more credence. At one point in time, this plant was extremely expensive to get and hard to find, but now I believe it is getting more readily available, which is super cool and awesome. And what's most important, it is affordable now. So yay, yay, yay. And it's an easy care. So a win-win-win. I love this plant. Oh, let me show y'all something too. You see these little babies that just popped up out of nowhere? Look at them little babies down there. See right here? They just came out the soil. That's cute, little baby silver swords. I think that's pretty cool. Now, we're down to the last and final plant, you guys. I've talked about this plant to y'all before. This plant, and I saved it for to be the last plant because this plant really holds a special, I don't know, it really, really pulls at my heartstring, and probably because it's like I'm looking at this like it's my baby, because literally I grew it from a baby. And I'm just gonna show y'all. And it's just my regular rubber tree, you guys. As a plant parent, look at that. First of all, look at these leaves. Super shiny and sheen and healthy. And I just brought her in here for a little bit to chill with us. But right now, she's a little dusty. I may have to spray her with some water. But right now, I put her outside already for the season, you guys. And so far, since I've done that, she's been pushing out growth. Like this leaf here. Look how beautiful and shiny it is. This one too, even though for some reason, which I don't know why, y'all can see this leaf? Probably not. This leaf right here is kind of, let's see. There we go. There we go. That's better. See, this leaf is kind of curled. I don't know why. And I'm going to leave it alone because, and that's the only leaf that's curling. It's not because the soil is dry, because we have been having a lot of rains. But look at how full it is. Even to the point where look at this. This is a ruby rubber tree that came with the plant. Now, mind you, let's see. Oh, wow, it's a little bit of small root growing out, but I'm not taking it out. Mind you, when I brought this plant, you guys, I kid you not, it had to be like this tall. It was in a 2-inch pot, all the leaves looked real babyish. I mean, real tiny, like about the size, if I give you any idea, literally probably about the size of this leaf right here that you guys see. And it was in a 2-inch pot. I noticed I initially asked for, I don't know if I asked for this or I asked for that. I asked for one of these plants that I ordered online. I got it from, I can't remember where I got it from, but I ordered it online, and when I got it, these two plants was combined on, and I tried to separate it, but I'm not successful. The roots is just too intertwined, so I have to let them grow together, which is fine. I already have a ruby that's separate anyway, but even these leaves are starting to get big, you guys, and I'm not mad at it. Last year around this time, it was not doing so good, or it wasn't pushing out any growth, so I had pinched it. I pinched it somewhere. You know, see, I pinched it right here. And when I did that, of course, it caused these two branches to branch out, and another branch came out along the side, which makes it real full. I'm not mad at it, because considering that I lost a lot of the lower leaves, it's really starting to look like a tree formation for me. And she just holds a special place in my heart, you guys, because she's literally my baby. Ah, and she's just doing so good. And now she's going to, before you know it, this plant, they grow up so fast, don't they? But this plant is going to eventually, I'm hoping that's the goal, will eventually be my height, if not taller. And that just, as a plant parent, I mean, I think this just brings more joy to my heart for me than if I even brought a large plant and brought it in here, because I feel like there's nothing wrong with doing that. But for me, like, I wouldn't never really gain the intense joy of actually growing her. So I've actually watched her go through stages to where she is now. I've had this plant for almost 4 years now, and so we have come a long way. It was a lot of ups and downs, points where, you know, I grew as a plant parent with when she has been growing, and it just really means a lot to me. And I just wanted to take this opportunity to document this, because I know she's going to be a monster. She's looking pretty good right now, you guys, and she's really is exploding in growth outdoors. She is loving it. So it just tells me that each and every year to just put her outside, let her do what she does, and bring her back inside. Last year was the first year I did it, and I put her outside. She acclimated well outside. When I brought her back in, she didn't go through what I would consider any major changes. So she is very adaptable. And I think it is because I brought her so small, and I've trained her kind of to like grow towards or grow under my conditions, as opposed to a commercialized greenhouse or any greenhouse type situation. So I think she is really surviving because of that, because we are just together, and I don't know, and I love her. I just love this plant. She is a beautiful plant. So yeah, I could go on and bore you guys, or maybe I'm not boring you guys. I don't know. But anyway, this was the last plant, you guys. Y'all let me know, comment. Let me know, what's your favorite plants? You got any plants that's pulling at your heartstrings? Any plants that you've grown as a pup and now is a monstrous version of your love in the plant? Please share. I'm interested to hear. This wraps up this video, you guys. Keep in mind, if you love foliage as much as I do, and you love listening to planty things, and you have not subscribed, please subscribe and pinch others that have not subscribed and tell them to subscribe. And keep what? Push those thumbs up, because it's been helping my channel. And thank you guys so much for all your kind words, support, the thumbs up. Everything that you do is really helping me. And I mean, I appreciate it. I really do, from the bottom of my heart. Enjoy your day wherever you are in the world. And until next time, guys, much love. See you later.